I suppose we better get started then. Hi everyone. If you don't know me, this is my voice. I don't normally use my voice. Due to reasons. But I am today. That's right. I don't know if many people are going to turn up because I don't know if this is a familiar time zone for many people. Oh, as soon as I say that, people start joining again. Okay. Red. Hello, Red. Vendetta. Hello. Incessant Alchemist. What language is this coded in? This is... Alright, so let me just give you the premise of what this stream is actually about. So... I don't intend for this to be much of a development stream, if anything. I just intend for this to be a Q&A live stream. Because I know so many people have burning questions that they just desperately want answers to. If I look on the Game Jolt page for Undercreator. Holy shit, we're 5 away from 1,500 followers on Undercreator. That's insane. So yeah, including the replies, 88 comments on the Q&A post, which I find absolutely ridiculous. I didn't know there were that many people who were just interested in the inner workings of this thing. It just shows. It shows just how far this has come. OGs will remember this just being a concept. I can already name a few who would remember those times. You're all welcome. Is this going to first release as a demo or a full game? If you watched the Under event trailer, which I know you have, don't deny it, and if you paid attention to the very end, I know it's a quick one, it's very hard to keep it within 30 seconds. If you have seen the end screen, you would know that there's a demo coming sometime this year, so that answers your question. Turtle Time asks, what does the intro look like? The intro is unfinished, that's why I don't want to show it yet. I know you desperately want to see it, but unfortunately I cannot show it. I mean, the only thing that people know about it right now is that it has that blue texture in the background from Deltarune, and the text hello on there as well. So yeah, I usually skip that because it's not ready for public viewing yet, despite those things. Also, apologies if my model tweaks like this. I have to constantly reset its position. I have no idea why. Let me just have a look. Drift back to normal. I don't want it to drift back to normal. Okay, that's much better. Alright. 11 minutes and we already have 10 people. Interesting. Right then, I guess I should just get started then. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fix the, if you're watching yesterday when I showed off the RNG things, the blasters were behaving very weirdly when they were duplicates. So I'm trying to fix that right now. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but I'll get to it eventually. No object by the name was found. I don't care. So let's see. Would it be better to use an emitter? Nah, I think using the RNG would be better because I know it doesn't do anything there. And by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, I changed it to a red outline this time. Might make it more transparent because it's quite hard to see among the background. Let's change the range to 400 by 200. Time limit doesn't really matter. I'm a big shot now. I'm not so sure about big shot, but thank you for the compliment. What soul modes will I be implementing? My plan at the minute is to, apart from the default Undertale souls, red, blue, yellow, green, you know, the classics, and purple, obviously. I'm only going to add fan-made souls like the orange soul if they are popular, if everyone's using them. Because there's no canon orange soul in Undertale. It's a fan-made concept that is constantly moving. Is this just the same music on repeat? Yes, it is. It repeats every 4 hours. That's funny. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, that seems to have fixed them. And now you can do frame advance. I might make it so that if you hold it down for long enough, you can actually scroll across. Hey, Viben, I think that's how you say it. Hey, Curse Creeper. If RNG was fixed, I'm making Last Breath renewed. Okay. Okay. For Yellow Soul, will we position where we were firing in Undertale it's up, but in Deltarune it's right? I think I'll add 3 different modes by default. Like, in Undertale you aim straight up. In Deltarune you aim to the right. In... Excuse me, FDY, you can use the mouse to aim it anywhere. I don't know, maybe just the first 2 will be added. I don't think the third one is that common for me to add it into the base game. I will be adding packs over time, so you don't get fret with that. There we go. Hey, no hitting it. Aiming left and down is also reasonably common. Left and down I've never heard of. How do the other editors work? The only ones that are functional at the minute are this Attack Designer and the World Designer. I'll show you what the World Designer looks like. So here we have a world you can scroll around in. It looks good. I think if I hold it, not N, there's a key I binded to make it so you can't just space B L. Oh wait, no, that's not it. There's a key I binded that locks it. Let me find it really quick. Apologies. Oh, it's P. Okay. I'll change that in time. Can't wait to make your own games. I know a lot of people are waiting for this. They've been waiting for something like this for years. Judging by the reaction compilation, if you ever saw that. So here you can select your own tile set. So here I have the Hotland tile set. Use the arrow keys to move to what tile you want. And you can just paint it however you like. You can make whatever world you like. Right now this is only semi-functional. Only some of the more essential features work, like undoing, redoing, eraser mode works. Tiles, you can add as many tile sets as you want. Props don't really work. Characters are not even added yet. Markers, colliders, and properties. I think I'll work on properties next when I come back to this after finishing the Attack Designer. which, as you can probably already tell, I am nowhere near complete with that. Yeah, this was also one of the features shown in the Undercreator trailer in Under Event. So you can make an entire world of lava if you wish. And of course you'll be able to make this bigger. You'll be able to place Frisk wherever you want. You can put Toil in the lava if you wish. What tile sets are planned? I only want to include basic tile sets. So instead of getting something like this, you'd get a tile set that I actually make for this. And also keep in mind that some of this won't be available when you first get it. If you're able to dump Undertale sprites, you can use those in here if you wish. That's the joy of something like this. You can heavily customize it. How are you going to be able to see what character you're fighting when you're in a battle? All you've shown so far is just the box and the attacks it's in. The attacks in general... Hang on, let me get back to where I was. That's just a couple of null object things I have to press enter continuously over. I have to do it again here. That's always fun. And this property saving doesn't even work. I need to fix that. So what were you saying? How characters when you're in a battle? When you make a battle, you assign the attacks to the monsters. So you can make this for a knockoff Sans if you want, or you can use it for Papyrus. Talking of Papyrus, I think I ought to get working on the bone customization feature, because not everyone's going to want to make Sans fan games. I know a lot of people will, don't deny. You know who you are. But for this, I will have to add the Papyrus bones as well. It's literally just the same thing as the Sans bones, it's just they have different tips. This reminds me of Create Your Own Pizza. Pizza Tower Custom Levels mod. Nice. Trying to add tons of different tile sets as a way to mad. That's so true. I mean, I might include some of the default tile sets. You never know. But I think when it comes to the demo release, I'll have very little Undertale based stuff in here at all. I want people to experiment. Will you be able to customize your bones? Yeah, you can do that. You can change their color. You can change the orientation. You can change how many are in a long corridor. And you can make them appear outside the box if you want. This looks a little bit weird. So yeah, that's the way of doing it. This looks like the Undertale version of RPG Maker. I've never actually played RPG Maker. Will we be able to change the sprites of the attacks if we want? Yes. Yes, there will be support for custom textures. So blasters will not always look like this if you don't want them to. Though they will require something like a sprite sheet, if you know what those are. And I'll probably add some kind of sprite editor feature. Not where you can like make... I mean, maybe, I guess I can add something that allows you to make your own sprites. That would be even better if I could. But I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. I'm not entirely sure I can do it. Because that map editor was hard to get working enough. I probably can't just make an editor that you just have to zoom in and color in individual pixels of sprites. Those have to be in fixed positions, and the code will have to refer to those fixed positions. I'll see what I can do about sprite editing, but no promises. I'll try what I can. Omnilovania. I'm going to make that, but papyrus. Nice. Sorry, I am quite tired today. I don't know why. I'm hearing scope creep in real time. Scope creep? That's not on the list. Will the overworld editor have support for changing the player's sprite if genocide is initiated? I'd wager yes, because I will allow custom skins for the player character. So you can play as Chris if you want to, or you can play as Kara if you want to. Whichever one suits you best. It will literally just be as easy as a reskin. That's literally all it is. A term in game development where more and more features are added past the original concept of the game. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you meant that was a song in the background. That's called Scope Creep. My bad. Right. I think now is a good time to get this working. I think I'll replace Bone Gap because that's no longer needed. My original plan was to have it sort of like go outside the box like you saw in the Undervent trailer, but now it literally doesn't do anything. I can set it to whatever I want and it won't have any effect. I mean, maybe I could change it so that it changes how far apart they are, or I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, let's add support for the papyrus bones. So if I zoom in, you can see the full code. These are essential parameters. These are unessential. Well, this is essential parameter right here. Owner. So say, what would be the right term for this? Bone owner? Or bone type? Bone type I think is good. So I think by default we'll set it to sans. Will it be possible to make a full fan game? Yes. In the full version. In the demo you'll only be able to make worlds and attacks. Just so people get a feel of what it's actually like to work with this thing. Is it hard to learn Game Maker? For your first language, maybe. I didn't have much trouble transitioning to Game Maker when I used Scratch for 8 years, because I already had an idea of how games should be coded. It's just I had to have a bit of help from someone to do that. How's life been? It's been fun. It's been fun. Bit tiring, but fun. Because isn't that the meaning of life? We want to have fun. Sorry, I'm just checking messages. Okay. So bone type is sans. Now we have to change the names of these bone sprites. So bone P, is that referenced anywhere else? It is in Papyrus Bone, but that's going to become obsolete at the end of this. Bone S. Case sensitive. Okay, it's only referenced here. That's a good start. Right, bone sans and bone papyrus. Draw sprite asset get index bone plus bone type, and we just do the same thing down here. That should allow us to get excellent looking bones. But now that I have this new type of variable, I'm going to have to add the functionality to do that. So will those tops just be attached to the bones, or are those full sprites? The bone has two parts. You have the heads, which are these, and you have the length of it. That's the white rectangle that you see. See? The bone is literally this, but scaled upwards by like 50. So yeah, the sprite of the original middle thing will be unchanged. Though I guess I could add support for that as well. Take a guess of a percentage of how many hard fan games will exist with this. I know that a lot of people are concerned over like people making FDY level games with this. I understand the concern, and I know a lot of people are going to make trash just for the sake of it. But don't forget that there are real talented people out there, like, I don't know, Eurolissimus or Max Hardcore, who can make amazing things. Yeah, close the door. That's a good mindset to have. Everyone does start somewhere. And even if some stuff will be BS. Yeah, exactly. So even if it's a bit shit, it's a good way to progress. Right, so for variable cycles, we're going to need to make a new function. Sorry, let me just rotate my microphone so I can get to my keyboard easily. Hey Tranex, this is like the peakest Undertale fan project ever made. You think so? I think there's been more peak than this. Right, this one we will call B type, and we will copy the script that handles soul cycles, bone type cycle, and so if it's sans, then return papyrus, and if it's papyrus, return sans. It'll probably be like Scratch, where the vast majority of games are unbalanced, buggy garbage, but people like Spring and Logan V Turns make amazing games with the language. Yeah, sort of like that. Except in the case of Logan V Turns, some games can still be hard. Like, have you ever played A Different Snowgrave? That's hard. Really, really hard. Now go to data files, ini files. You try to beat it for 3 years? Respect, my dude. Respect. Where is that bone file thing? Bone single. Hold on a second. Where did that other one come from? Oh wait, no, that's bone gap. Oh yeah, I can just add it on. That's absolutely okay. Bone type, variables sans, and for this B type. Hey Pit, are you planning to make an easy way to find and share these fan games, similar to how Scratch's way of finding games maybe, or will you just be making the fan game creator? I'm not sure about publishing yet. I don't know how to make some kind of central server sort of thing. Plus, I don't feel like spending money just to make that happen. Yeah, maybe if a Discord server exists, I'll probably make a channel there for people to put stuff. There's so much RNG, it's almost like gambling in a different snow grave. Gonna be a full downloadable, so something like Game Jolt will be natural. I mean, don't forget that some of these games will be like mere, like less than 10 megabytes in size. So uploading them to Discord will be a no-brainer. I mean, most of the size will come from music, and even that can be compressed down. I mean, even if I manage to get a Undercreator server working, it would be weird. Like, I've never worked something like that before, like retrieving something from a server, even though I'm studying a degree on this sort of thing. And let alone actually uploading it. Getting that to work would be hard. I'm not saying it's impossible. It would just be really hard. And it would probably be really weird to work with. Okay, now to apply this to the other bone objects. I think it could work similar to Unitail, if anyone remembers that, or Create Your Frisk, where you have the engine itself, and you have the directory of mods that you can load with it. Probably something like that. So people could still upload it to Game Jolt free of charge, and people could still download it from there free of charge. I mean, even then, it'll be so accessible that maybe there'd be an entire website dedicated to it. Just upload your things there, and it'd be accessible around the world. Like, I know that certain countries like China ban certain websites, and the only way to access them in those countries is through a VPN, which has some legal complications. I'm just loading up all the bone objects in the ini files. Is there anything below this? No, there is not. Okay. There are five objects. They probably have fan server. What do you mean fan server? Hi, Brutal Sword. Welcome. This does unfortunately mean that I have to go through all of the different bone types. Bone objects, I mean, like bone walls, bone corridors, bone wheels, etc., and change them. That would be mildly annoying. There's currently no support for Omega Flowey style fights, but I'd say eventually, yes, you will be able to. Because I know that some people just love full screen battle things. Yeah, you can make a huge box if you want. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Be right back. I might have to mute myself.